Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good Thursday morning, and welcome to this special edition of the Coffee with Craig show. I'm here with Mark Twomey from, once again, from Tara HR Consulting. Mark, welcome to the show.
Hi, Craig.
Great to see you every month, and you know, it's always kind of uplifting to hear about all these new promotions and new people joining the, you know, either other companies or coming into the sector. And it just seems like you guys have had month after month a great promotions and new people joining new companies.
Yeah, it's you know, as with every month, it's been a really busy month. It's kind of an interesting one with March, because March is kind of typically bonus season. Mm-hmm. So
so no one wants to leave their job.
Yeah. Okay. People don't want to quit their job before they get their bonus, which is pretty standard.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So you know, in the grander scale of things, it's been a, you know, kind of a typically slower month than usual, which is kind of expected anyway. But there still has been a bit of movement as well. There's a lot of promotions as well, because obviously, you know, with bonus season as well, then there's, you know, March is kind of typically the month where you see a lot of promotions as well. So we'll have a look at some of them.
I mean, a couple of the agencies just sent us a press release with loads of promotions. It wasn't like one guy got promoted. It's like they're promoting anyone that still stayed.
It's quite normal for this time of the year. So let's have a look at the first one. And Danuta Grzywacz, who has joined Westbridge Advisory. Now, Westbridge are a relatively new company who've entered the Polish market. And their whole business is on cost optimization consultancy. So they're working with developers, with funds. They're looking at their buildings and they're looking at ways how they can optimize their energy usage and things like that.
So the operations.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's all kind of analytics based and that as well. So Danuta has started as country head in Poland. So congratulations, Danuta. Very happy for you. Next is Anna Borkowska, who has joined Cromwell as head of asset management. Anna's been around in real estate for a good few years. Prior to this, she was senior asset manager for Atrium.
Oh, that's where I remember from, yeah.
And she was there for about 5 years. And it looks like Karol Bartosz isn't going anywhere. So I guess Anna saw the opportunity to make her own step as head of asset management for Cromwell. So good move for her. You know, it's a step up for her, and you know, gaining more experience and getting the opportunity to lead her own team, which I guess is the attractive part of that. So so well done.
Yeah, I can't imagine Carol leaving. Yeah, not anytime soon. Unless you found him a job already, you might already. Yeah, next month it'll be like, well, yeah.
Never say never. So Andrzej Pędrys, who's joined 7R as development manager. Again, 7R just every month. You know, there's a couple of hires from 7R, continually developing, continually growing. Right. So Andrzej is the latest one there. So well done to Andrzej. He was with JLL in land acquisition for 3 years before. So it's kind of a, you know, a move out of agency into developer, more of a very kind of natural type of move. Mateusz Piotrowicz has joined Red Real Estate Digital Data. I don't know if you've seen these guys. It's amazing the stuff that they do. Yeah. They're, you know, it's a real, you know, this prop tech platform that just provides almost kind of like real-time real estate analytics. So really kind of, you know, they kind of self-proclaim themselves as the Google Analytics of real estate.
Yeah, exactly.
So Mateusz has joined there as head of business development for Red. Previous to that, he was with ShareSpace for 3 years and HB Rebus prior to that. So,
so good. Well, it's like real-time data. You just, I mean, it's like not even any sense looking at the old stuff, right?
Oh yeah, like, you know, gone are the days of Excel sheets and you know, comparative valuations.
Look what we did last quarter. It's like
not even last quarter. Look what happened last week.
Right.
Look at the number of leases, you know, the amount of leases. These are the rental values now in this location. So it's all fingertip stuff. So, you know, old codgers like us wouldn't be used to this type of.
I'm more of an analog guy, but yeah, I'm sure it's important. Yeah. I just yell at him if I want more sales. Yeah.
So Aleksandra Godlewska has joined Food Hall Poland as regional property manager, and the guys at Food Hall Poland, obviously, you know, the whole food halls in Poland have been gaining traction over the last couple of years, getting more and more popular. And I think these guys are you know, relatively new in the market. They've been around for a couple of years. Prior to joining, she was with EPP as marketing director for Galleria Mocini, and also worked with Holokoshiki as well. So
they're the experts on, if you want to build a food hall, they're the guys.
Yeah,
to help you design.
Yeah. Well, you know, having spent time in Holokoshiki, which is, I suppose, the first modern kind of food hall in Warsaw. Maybe even Poland, so she's got some good experience from that.
Yeah, I was there last night actually with Jason Sharman, checking it out, making sure it was okay. Yeah.
Good stuff. Speaking of, we mentioned promotions. One promotion that happened quite recently is Sebastian Proć, who has been promoted to CEO of HB Reavis in Poland. And Sebastian has been with HB Reavis for about 13 years as development director. And I remember when HP started here, and I'm almost sure he was one of the first.
Yeah, at the beginning, I think
guys
so.
That they hired. So he's been there a long time. So he's been kind of developing in the background, and now is his time to step
run the whole thing. Yeah,
step out into the limelight, and so
perfect time to sell their big building and make the company a lot of money. Under his reign, and I think we're talking about him being on our jury as well for the investment awards. So he's you know, good timing, I think, for everything for them.
Yeah. So well done, Sebastian. Moving on, another promotion. Piotr Goździewicz. Piotr was promoted to head of investment for CE for Cromwell. This is interesting because Piotr only joined 8 months ago as investment manager. So obviously within those 8 months, he's made a very strong impression on the guys there, and they've felt it worthwhile to promote him. So well done. And finally, one last promotion, Agnieszka Żygieło, who's been promoted to associate director at BNP Paribas Real Estate. Agnieszka is one of the best office leasing people on the Warsaw market, in my opinion. So well done, Agnieszka. Very happy for you. Well-earned promotion, and best of luck. And so that pretty much wraps up for this month.
Well, thanks. That was great. Great, Mark. Mark Twomey from Tara Consulting. Thank you for keeping us updated on who's who and where they're going. And what would you say, because I think we have another 30 seconds or minute, what would you say is sort of the hottest for your like, what is the demand? What positions have the highest demand now? I can only imagine, but and which are the hardest to fill? I assume these are
probably still the biggest demanding positions are development people, project management people, particularly with logistics experience.
Right.
Business development people with logistics experience, the guys who can actually find plots of land, because that's what everybody's after these days.
Sure.
And one of the hardest things to fill, and it's also a big demand, is finding really, really good business analysts, financial analysts. So guys who can do financial modeling on projections of how the returns on a potential asset and all that. So those guys are really, really hard to find, and they're being pulled out of the country as well. I've seen guys being pulled over to London, to Brussels.
Sure.
It's interesting that within Poland they've recognized these guys in Poland are highly skilled. So there are foreign headhunters coming into Poland,
grabbing up your stash.
Yeah, exactly. So a brain drain of these people.
Right. Well, financial modeling. I mean, those guys are doing a lot of times thousands of scenarios, right?
Yeah.
Before you can kind of see what the right one is, or
it's all kind of computer. It's all software based now, but they have to understand how it all works and patch it all together, and then they have to present it to people who have no clue
what it is.
What it is, and
it's like tell me the bottom line.
Yeah, put it into layman's terms. So yeah.
Great. Well, Mark, thank you for joining us again. It was great to have you here and to kind of cover March, and I know we're already into April, but we hope we'll see you at the end of the month. And any sort of contacts or anything you need on the HR side, of course, Mark's contacts will be in the text. So feel free to get directly in touch with him. And for anything in Poland, or I guess CEE, yeah, right, the whole region. So. And having said that, enjoy your rest of the day. Thank you for watching the Coffee with Craig show, and we will see you tomorrow. Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.